word. That's all.
So clarify here is spelled GLA.
Okay.
I. Clarify.
But
We remove.
no, but why you just changing the spelling of the word? When we come out and you change it, we can't on the other side you change it again.
What I was saying that you just tell me what.
No, but at least that it should have one spelling. How you yourself make a spelling can just change?
Have one spelling.
It can change every meaning.
I come in. It will have one spelling. Whenever go through all of the procedure and be accepted, so we place, so we place in the upper.
Okay. Go ahead.
Thank you so kindly.
Thanks so kindly, and we are.
We can do that. Thank you so kindly.
Thanks so kindly, and we are gratified to have you. A lovely 19th of May 2025 Monday, right here on the OK Conversation on OKFM 99.5. We are here till 5:58-59 thereabouts, when we make way for the news. My name is Julius J. Welcome to indisputably the biggest thing on radio anywhere in Liberia at this time. Coming up at 5 p.m., Assistant Public Works Minister Rahim Berlete will be our guest. Zoning, demolition, alley cleaning, and all those kinds of things that are happening right now will be under the spotlight. What is it supposed to be like? What is obtaining? What do we need to know in the public? Who is he, by the way? All of those at 5 p.m. 4:15, the National Public Health Institute of Liberia has made some announcements about mpox, some cases being identified in the country. The Director General, Dr. Duba Christian will be our guest at 4:15 p.m. Before that, we'll talk about all of the things that matter. Fact check, everything coming up. It was quite a weekend. It was a weekend full of activity, full of everything else. But yeah, this is where we go next here on the OK Conversation, OKFM 99.5. It is that time. When we tell you what's making news elsewhere on the continent. Ghanaian immigration officials have detained over 2,000 undocumented foreign nationals in the capital, Accra, in an operation to dismantle criminal networks and curb street begging. Over 1,000 were children. The Interior Minister, Muntaka Mubarak, in a Facebook post said the operation is meant to address the growing concern of organized street begging involving foreign nationals. The arrested individuals will undergo security and medical screening before repatriation to their home countries. South African authorities say they will continue with legal proceedings against Nigerian televangelist Timothy Omotoso, who was acquitted of rape last month, even though he has left the country. Mr. Omotoso, who denied the 32 charges against him, was accused of sexually assaulting young women from his church in Port Elizabeth. The National Prosecuting Authority says it will still appeal against the judgment which found Mr. Omotoso not guilty, saying his presence is not required. And Tanzania's main opposition leader Tundu Lissu has appeared in court for the first time since his arrest on treason charges last month, telling his supporters not to fear. He raised his fist in a gesture of defiance and told his supporters, "You will be fine. You should not fear." Tension was high in the country's biggest city, Dar es Salaam, in the morning, with security officers heavily deployed at the trial magistrate's court and elsewhere. Share the video. Invite others to join in. The national conversation is right here, right now. Don't go anywhere. Stick and stay. A whole lot of juicy stuff. It's right ahead of us. Indeed, a whole lot of you are following. Join us. Don't go anywhere. Share the video. Invite others to join in as well. Let's take a very quick break with some of our sponsors here. When we come back, the issues that matter will be on the cards. This is the OK Conversation on OKFM 99.5.
Attention all small business owners in Liberia. Are you ready to take your business to the next level? Introducing Accelerate 360, the program designed to boost your access to financing and expand your market reach. Over the next 3 years, Accelerate 360 will support 165 SMEs like yours. The program also includes business development service providers who have applied to be selected for the program. Don't miss this opportunity to grow your business and make a lasting impact. Visit our website at www.accelerateliberia.com or call 0771 360 360. Accelerate 360, empowering Liberia's entrepreneurs one business at a time. Accelerate 360 is sponsored by the Government of Liberia through the Ministry of Commerce and Industry and the World Bank under the LIFT project.
Hey, rushing. Why are you rushing also?
You, Judy, don't give me hard time, man. I'm going to the bank to get my cash because the bank was so close.
You can use the ATM?
My ATM card expired ever since.
My man, you don't need ATM card. Just use the mobile app and generate an e-token. All you have to do is to just log on the app, you click on Express Cash. Then you select ATM. From there now you select generate e-token. Then you select the account you want the money to come from. From there you select the currency that you want. If they're Liberian dollars or US dollars. Then you put in the amount that you want, whether $10 or $20, you put it in and generate your e-token. It's simple, like 8 numbers that will come to you. When you get that number, just go to any ATM there. All you have to do is to just select the C Express Cash on the ATM now. The place where you're supposed to put your ATM pin, that way you pull that 8 number. Then it will ask you for the amount, that money where you generated, that money will come or the ATM will pay you.
So simple. Ego banners for me again. Oh. I will always make use of the express service big time. Echo Bank, the Pan-African Bank.
Y'all pay attention. All of us that can use the road. If you're driving or using motorbike or even keke, if you're in a city or even on a highway, it's very important to know the rules of driving. The simple rules that can keep all of us safe. You must always wear your seatbelt. But rather, you and the person behind you must always wear your helmet. And rather, don't forget your reflective jacket. Speeding a general code because your life and that of the loved one may be inside too. Don't speed even if you're in a city or on a highway. Don't drink or take in any substance before driving. So if you drink alcohol, don't drive. Or if that you driving, don't drink. Don't overload a car. It can lead to serious accident. Look for the red light and stop sign. Don't be close behind the other car on the road. Always stay far behind the car in front of you. It will give you more time to know what to do. If the car in front of you just stop jelly down. Always show the signal sign so the other driver then can know what you want to do. No texting, no calling, no setting the radio while driving. Keep your eyes on the road and your hands on the wheel. All the thing here will look simple, but it can change in no time when you're not paying attention. Drive safe, be focused, and respect the rules of the road.
This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Transport with funding from the National Road Fund of Liberia. Thanks for watching.
Hey, my girl, Teta, I slam my card also.
The player I have first. I go carry my uncle card also gonna crash. The go put where or inside it. The whole car engine spawn.
I the same thing happening to me. I go buy one recycle oil, I put it in my keke. Says them my keke just smoking Jera Mandingo Koba. So my people, you're not here about Sunoco American oil. They have oil for everything. Whether that pen, Tesla, Tom Truck, Caterpillar, motorbike, Jeep, keke. Their products include Sunoco Auto Transmission Fluid. They have Global and they also have CVT. Sunoco Engine Oil Ultra Synthetic Blend 5W30 and 20. Sunoco 15W40 and C50 monograde for both gasoline and diesel. Sunoco 0W20 full synthetic engine oil. And our engine oil can even clean your engine set. Their oil can take you for 3 months, 4 months, and 12 months. They have long-lasting auto-light spark plugs. That one can take you up to 3 years, no wahala. They have now opened a sophisticated garage with well-trained mechanics for diagnostic testing and for electronic fault correction. They do all types of vehicle servicing. You want to change your oil, spray your car, weather your car, you want to fix the air condition.
So where is this place located here?
River Street, AB Turbo Road. For order, contact Marketers Inc. 0880-535-508 or 0777-677-633. Make your engine happy. Use Sunoco oil. Got to make the change.
Welcome back. The OK Conversation on OKFM 99.5. Now, our fact check segment.
To the fact-checking segment. This segment debunks disinformation and provides the verified facts of statements made online and on the radio. Eugene Nangbe, Chief of Staff to ex-President George Weah, has claimed that Liberia has reached a historical economic milestone, marking the first time since 1822 that 200 Liberian dollars equal $1 on an exchange rate. Nangbe made this claim in a Facebook post on May 17, sharing a screenshot from a Facebook blog, highlighting the rising exchange rate on the Liberian market. To verify this claim, we reviewed social media posts from Liberian users between 2010 and November 2015-2019. These social media posts documented exchange rates of more than $200 Liberian dollars to $1 during that period. We also reviewed the Central Bank of Liberia's official website, which provides daily exchange rate data from July 5, 2012 to present. According to the CBO data, the Liberian dollar first depreciated to 200 against the US dollar on July 13, 2019. The rate continued to rise through November 2019, hitting the highest point at 211 LD to $1 US. Based on these facts, we conclude that the claim made by Eugene Nangwe that the Liberian dollar has reached 200 to $1 US for the first time under the Bouakai administration since 1822 is misleading. The exchange rate reached its peak in 2019 during the administration of former President George Weah. Suspended Director General of the National Fisheries and Aquaculture Authority, Madam Emma Glasgow, claimed in a May 10 Facebook post that during her tenure as Director General, she signed a US $2.5 million agreement in 2023 for the manufacturing of 50 fiberglass boats of various sizes and lengths. She also stated in the post that some of these boats have already arrived in Liberia. To verify these claims, we contacted Madam Emma Glasgow via WhatsApp requesting a copy of the agreement or any relevant document outlining the total procurement cost, the number of boats, and the technical specifications. She declined to provide the document and asked us to direct our query to NAFA for verification. We then reached out to Anthony Abraham Dior, coordinator of the Liberia Sustainable Management Fishery Project, regarding the claims. Anthony Dior responded with documentary evidence that indicates that the contract was signed on May 20, 2024 and did not reference the procurement of 50 boats. Instead, it outlined the supply of 15 crew canoe, 8 Fanti canoe, Type 1 and 2, and 1 semi-industrial fishing vessel. According to Dior, supported by excerpt from the contract, the 23 fiberglass canoe will be manufactured in Liberia while the semi-industrial vessel is being built in Oman and will be imported upon completion. In addition, we also searched the World Bank website and found our October 2024 midterm review of the World Bank sponsored project. We reviewed page 5 of the document and found out that the project had signed a US $2.5 million contract for the supply of 23 crew and 14 canoes and a semi-industrial vessel. Based on these findings, we conclude that Madam Glasgow's claim that she signed a US $2.5 million agreement is correct. However, the claim that the contract was signed in 2023 is incorrect. The contract was signed on May 20, 2024. Meanwhile, her claim that the contract was for 50 fiberglass boats is misleading. The contract agreement only accounted for 24 boats. Or additional claim that a few fiberglass boats have recently arrived in the country is also misleading. The crew and 14 canoes are being produced locally, and a larger vessel has not yet arrived in Liberia. On May 7, Mr. Dobo Jala, the Commissioner General of the Liberia Revenue Authority, claimed at the government town hall that there was a time in Liberia when most of the national budget was financed by external resources, stating that more than 90% of the current budget is financed by domestic revenue. To fact-check this claim, we contacted Mr. Jala through the Communication Department at the LRA about the period for which he claimed most of the budget was financed by external resources. The department replied to our inquiry with what it termed as historical context and data justification that support Mr. Jala's claim, citing a 2013 World Bank report which quoted data from the OECD Development Assistance. The document revealed that official development assistance to Liberia in 2011 was US $717 million, an amount that was more than the national budget of US $516 million. However, we reviewed the 2011-2012 approved national budget and found out that external resources in the budget accounted for $47.9 million or 9.3% of the total revenue. In addition, we reviewed the approved national budgets and consolidated financial statements from 2008 to 2025 and found that during these periods, domestic revenue accounted for more of the national budget than external financing. Based on this fact, we conclude that the claim made by Mr. Tobo Jala, Commissioner General of the LRA, that there was a time when most of the country's budget was financed by external revenue is unproven. However, he is correct that currently domestic revenue accounts for more than 90% of the national budget. The 2025 approved budget puts domestic revenue target at US $804.6 million or 91.4% of the total budget. Well, cherished listeners, this is all we have time for on this edition of the fact-checking segment. This segment is part of an MOU between Local Voices Liberia and OKFM, Prime FM, and Care Radio to counter this information and help the public make informed decisions. This MOU is funded by the Liberia Media Empowerment Project, implemented by Internews with funding from the European Union. The funder or partner had no say in the editorial decision leading to the production of this fact-check segment. We will be back on Wednesday with more fact-check reports to help you know the facts. But if you have a claim that you want us to fact-check for you, you can kindly send us a text to the WhatsApp on 0777 556296 and we will fact-check for you. Also follow us on Facebook at Local Voices Liberia, on X at LVO Fact-Check, or better still visit our website at www.localvoicesliberia.com. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.
Welcome. This is the OK Conversation on OKFM 99.5. We are here. A whole lot has been happening, and we'll try our best to bring it to you. We know, for example, from Lofa County in a town called Konya. I know that very well because when I went to Lofa at a point in time, the government just came to power to assess the 100-day deliverable on the roads. You all remember? Yeah, I went beyond Konya as well. So I remember the town very well. On the evening to night of Saturday, the reports were coming out. Media colleagues were reporting tension in the town as a result of a child going missing, a 2 or 3 year old boy who reportedly went missing, could not be found. And so because of that, and that was since the 15th of May, today is the 19th, the child could not be found. So townspeople got very agitated, stirred up, and then began to protest in such a way that they blocked the road. Vehicles were not going to the Voinjaman side, not coming from the Voinjaman side to come to the Zozo Banga end. So there was that blockade in the road throughout the night, and the tension increased. But yesterday, our colleague from AYR told us that AYR is an alternative youth radio. There is also that the tension had cooled off after some police people had gone there, arrested some of those people who had placed the blockade. However, the search for the missing child continues. So that was the latest. I tried getting to them today, couldn't get them to know whether the child has been found or not. That is still continuing. Let's bring in this. This is Franklin Dolokui. Saying error. Why error? It's coming here. It's error. Let me see if I can play it the other way. See if this works. It seems it's not going to work as well. Franklin is not working. We gotta bring it back. Okay. When we bring it back, we'll tell you certainly why we wanted to look at that. Also, let our man put this up very quickly so that you'll be able to follow along. So you'll be able to follow along. But we note that Bomi County Senator Edwin Melvin Snow is out of the country. Snow is in Sweden as we speak. You know, we'll tell you why he's there, but also what he has done. Okay. So once our guy can get the letter up, you get it. But first of all, we'll read this from ECOWAS News. The chairman of the Economic Community of West Committee on Mechanism, Senator Edwin Melvin